Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave.
So this passport bro is out here on the internet, literally ranting, literally crashing out, talking about how his Filipino wife is now being Americanized. Let's talk about this. Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of a passport bro that decided to go to the Filipinos and get a wife and all that. You guys know how the passport bro thing works, you know. So this man is out here on the internet literally trying to communicate with his Filipino wife that has been Americanized, like he said, trying to communicate with her by posting videos on TikTok explaining their situation and what he's going through. And for me, I find this very interesting because most times you usually see women come online to talk about the situation, but seeing a man does sometimes just makes you rethink it, like what's going on here. But anyway guys, heads up, I'm going to let you guys know this video is going to be in a part 2. So this video is literally this man crashing out and talking about what is going on in his house, why his wife wanted a separation and how he's handling it, being isolated in his house, staying away from his wife, his children, and the whole thing. Like, he's just sharing his story. Okay, so let's not just beat him down. He's sharing his story. So we're going to hear his story. And you guys know how your girl is. I like getting both sides of the story. So we're also going to hear the wife's story. So in this part of the video, this is the man sharing his story and how the story developed over the upcoming days. And this whole thing started off from Christmas up to the New Year. So let's go check out his story, okay? And then let me know what you think about his story. And then we'll come back and talk more and also watch the part 2, which is going to come up a couple of hours from this, okay?
It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it, and I'm not going to go into it, okay? But
Okay.
Suffice to say, after providing and going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, on that, because it all broke down at Magic Kingdom. Fucking ironic. And I didn't post anything after that, because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm gonna go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself.
Okay.
Through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children.
You choose to?
My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me.
Okay.
Presents all of which I bought. Yeah. The separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas utterly by myself.
Your choice.
And it's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone.
Your choice.
Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents. Plus TikTok. All external sources of validation. And it's my position, my feelings are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what the plan is, and we'll see what happens from that point. But I'm pretty I'm at peace with what has occurred, what has what could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore.
Okay.
A relationship takes two people.
Mm-hmm.
And she made the decision for the separation. She's made the announcement and made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And she's an adult. She has accountability. It's on her to come to me and explain to me what her plan is, such that it is,
Come true.
and what can be done about it.
Okay.
So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, you know, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks.
It's crashing out.
Woke up this morning to almost 1,400 comments on my last post about my wife requesting a separation. And the only thing I'm going to say about that right now, and not get into any details, although I know you all want to, you know, hear more of the story, is that the reason I went public with what's going on, and I did that because I believe in this situation, transparency is the most important thing. I think it's the most important thing in any problem. Just be honest. Now, we've gotten to this point because there's been a little bit of dishonesty from Jayanne in the form of texting with her family and people behind my back, discussing things that she really should have just come to me with first. That was our agreement from the beginning of our relationship. We've struggled with it, and that deal was broken. And so I'm not talking to anybody behind her back. I'm talking about our problem to the world.
Oh.
So that there's no mistake that I am sincere and authentic in everything that I think and feel. I may not be right, and I'm probably not right in a lot of cases along the path that has gotten to this point. And I will be the first to admit my mistakes, where I'm somewhat the bad guy. But overall, transparency is the key. And this is the new digital age we live in. This is a form of communication. Jayanne and I are not talking. And maybe it'll make things worse. Maybe it'll make things better. I don't know. But at this point, I just want a way forward without me making unilateral decisions and pulling triggers. Right? So stay tuned, because I would love nothing more than for Jayanne to come online with me and say what she wants, to, you know, tell us her plan, right?
Okay.
To see where this can be fixed, if it's fixable at all. Honesty and authenticity. That's all I want. Thanks. It's the morning of New Year's Eve. Tomorrow will be 2025. And Jayanne and I, we still haven't spoken. But last night I saw Race and Rocky after an appointment. I brought home McDonald's, and I just put it on the counter, and I sat on the living room couch. And Race came down first. I didn't even know he was where he was. I didn't even know he was behind me. He came up behind me on the couch and just tapped me on the shoulder. And then Rocky came down the stairs, and she shouted, "Papa!" and bounced down. Both of them climbed up on the couch with me and just started jabbering away. It'd been a week since I'd seen them. And I moved them to the kitchen counter, and I busted out the French fries and the McNuggets, and they gobbled it up. I had texted Jayanne that I was going to be bringing home McDonald's for the kids, and she gave a thumbs up to that, so all was good. And then after they wolfed down the more fries, Rocky said, "Up, up," which means she wanted to get down from the stool. And then she took my hand and she led me to the living room where we have a big movie screen, and she jumped up on the lazy boy, and Race joined us, munching on more nuggets, and I put on Monsters, Inc., and we watched a movie for about 45 minutes, and Rocky got tired, and she scrambled back upstairs. And Ray stayed with me until he fell asleep. So I carried him up, and I put him down against Jayan's back, and I left them together so they could sleep. And I came back downstairs. Of all the comments that I've received on the last video that I did, the ones that stand out are the people saying that I neglected my children on Christmas.
Exactly.
I didn't neglect them.
Oh.
My staying away and my staying downstairs is to honor the separation. But it's also for everyone to see what that means, what that separation means. It was intentional. And I am heartbroken by it. But the stakes are high, and everyone needs to act with intention and clarity. So that's an update. Thank you.
Welcome to the top floor of my 4-story mansion in Honolulu, Hawaii on New Year's Eve 2025. And you know why I know that my Americanized Filipino wife is not going to leave me? She's pregnant. She may not love me, she may not want me, but she needs me. And that's what love is based on, need. Don't fucking kid yourselves, okay? Let's enjoy this New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to all of you around the world.
What?
2025 from Honolulu, Hawaii. Now, if you've been following me, you know that for the last week, my life has been really, really bad. I've been separated from my wife, Filipino, that I imported because I was a passport bro. We have 2 children. They're my children. Don't question the DNA. And we recently had a big problem, you know. I tried to do the grand thing with a big family trip, brought her parents over here, and that connected my wife to her parents. And the family bond to the Filipinos is the most important thing. And it bothered me, so I insulted my wife's parents, and that pissed her off to the point where she said she wanted a separation. Now, she walked that back. Go watch her TikToks. But that's how emotional she was about it. Whoa, it's going off. It's been a bad week. And I thought that this whole thing would culminate in he said, she said, and both of us getting a chance to tell our own stories. But that's all been wiped out by the fact that Jayan is pregnant. Yeah, she got pregnant on Thanksgiving 2024. She's 5 weeks pregnant, so, you know, fuck it all. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a family man. I'm stepping it up. I'm stepping it up to be there in the most crucial way that she needs it most. After I dissed her family, cut her off, she's got me. I'm not letting her down. 3 children. I fucking need it. My legacy is set.
my Filipino wife has been Americanized. My
What's the
Americanized
meaning of that?
Filipino wife. That seems to be triggering a lot of people. Let me explain what I mean. In America, if a woman, if a wife, even a girlfriend, is not happy in the relationship, all she has to say to the world on social media, and especially to the government, I'm not happy. And if she drops the word abused or anything along those lines, the American system steps in. It steps in to protect her against any
Rightfully so.
for any allegations that she makes. And the man's side of the story is, it's all assumed. I'm an evil, controlling, patriarchal, oppressive white dude. And the narrative quickly, instantly becomes me bad, she victim. So the fight that we're having, that's still there. Okay? That's always going to hang over my head. I'm a passport bro. I brought her here. I married her here. I signed all the government forms saying that I will support her for a minimum of 10 or 1,000 years. I don't know. I didn't even know what I signed.
Huh.
And all you dudes out there who have been through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Americanized means weaponization of the male-female relationship to benefit the female, because family court is not a judicial system. It's a corporation. For profit, digging into the pockets of dads, of men. Because, yeah, we're in a patriarchal system and men still have most of the money. Now, that's exactly what's true in our relationship. She doesn't have any money. I have all the money. And it's, you know, a relationship can go south when the woman has lost love for her man and she's just going for the bag. And if she goes for the bag, she's going to get a huge portion of that. That's what I mean by Americanized. Jayan is solidly Filipina, and that comes with a lot of stuff. And one of those things is she's going to be fiercely defensive for her family, her mom and dad. And this whole fight is hinging on the fact that I disrespected her mom and dad. Never mind that they disrespected me too. We'll get into that later. But Jayan is not Americanized in that she's materialistic or even greedy. But she senses and she knows the support that she would get if things really got ugly between us. The American system is on her side, not mine, not the man's. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, that's it for now. More later. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.
Guys, like, I hope they speak my voice well, but I just want to leave it here. But yeah, let me know, like, there are a lot of things that this man has said that just got me like, okay, which I'm going to get into. But also there's going to be a part 2 to this video of the wife responding to him, which I haven't seen yet, but we're going to get into it. But some of the things he said, you can clearly tell that this is a man that has so much control and knows exactly what he's doing. The fact that he intentionally, he's in the same house with his children, his wife, families were in the house, but he decided to go downstairs so that they will know he's angry because he's trying to make a point, and yet suffers his children emotionally for not being there for Christmas and try to justify it. Now that's what the wife wants. Is really, like, you can clearly just see the type of dynamic this relationship is. And clearly he admitted he's a passport bro. And a lot of the time when I see people or passport bro or foreigners want to come to third world countries like in Africa, in the Middle Asia, and all that, the Filipinos and all that, I give it side that because clearly they know exactly what they're doing. Is because they want women that are naive, that don't know the law, that are not financially dependent of themselves to control. And for me, I know that is control. That's why they do it. They feel like the American woman or the Americanized woman, like he said, is well informed of her rights. She's working, she's making her own money, and that's one thing that makes them feel uncomfortable. So they rather go to third world countries to get women that are not informed and poor from that don't have money, so that it can look like they are the savior. And this cut across race, because this is a white man and we've seen some black men do it. So this cut across race, this is just the passport bro thing that they do, that they feel like the American women is not controllable, so they want to go to the third world country to get women that are controllable, women that still centers men, women that still see having a man being married as a big deal, as a form of achievement. So they rather be with those type of women that they can control. And what they don't realize is that the time and age that we are now in is the fact that now as women, we're talking to ourselves, and these have helped a lot of women to get out of situation. And a lot of women are realizing that, okay, so this is a pattern, there are some men doing it, this is the help I can get, I can be on my own, I can work for my money, I can get my money. And this has really made a lot of them really uncomfortable with the dynamic and all that. Sorry guys, I know the light seems off, but yeah. So that is very important, and I'm really interested to know what the wife said or what the wife take of this is. But you guys can also see how excited he was when he found out that she was pregnant, because he knows that she's not going anywhere because she's pregnant, because now she needs him, including financially. Even though he has been a terrible husband and she wants a separation, she wants a divorce, she wants to move back home to her country, now she cannot. Now she has to deal with this pregnancy. And this is something I've talked about repeatedly on this channel, talking about how being pregnant, having kids is very important, because it changed the dynamic of your life and the decision you make. A lot of the time people say, oh, I'll still be the same person even when I have a child, or even when I have children. Sorry guys, I'm putting my hands here so that, I don't know, it's bouncing the light better. So usually people say that that they can manage life, but the truth is that it changed your life, and it changed the way you make decisions. Even when you're in an abusive relationship, or in a relationship you don't even want anymore, you have to deal with it, because now you have a baby to consider and to look after. And this woman now has 2 kids and pregnant, and mom, so about to have 3 kids. And this man is actually excited about the pregnancy, because now he's sure and guaranteed that she is not going anywhere, and especially now that she is Americanized. And for me, I find this like really, really interesting. And ladies, like wherever part of the world you are, like I'm from a third world country, I'm from Nigeria, try and protect yourself. Be very intentional with your life. You see all these ideas that were sold to us about marriage and all that. Having a solid partner is an amazing and beautiful thing, but having a partner that wants to manipulate you, just like this man did or was doing all through this holiday season, that is special to the children. Like I feel like the holiday season, especially when it comes to Christmas, New Year, is mostly for, especially when you have children, is mostly for the children. But this man decided to use it to manipulate and to teach his wife lesson. And rather than him have a conversation with his wife, he came to the internet to tell us, because that is the way he wants to communicate with his wife. That's where he wants to get his wife attention. He's talking about how the wife is talking to her family, but him is not talking to anybody, but he's coming to the worldwide internet to talk about it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to hear what the wife says, and then I think I will have more to say about this. But anyway, guys, go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. But please, as always, be respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see. And that will be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.